Things the ATA has done is they originally the member companies of the ATA and other companies, smaller companies that were like members of NASTC and some other trade groups, have traditionally said we cannot pay drivers overtime. We need them to continue to be exempt because we don't know what they're actually doing on their day. Because at the time we were running paper logs and you could just say anything, and we did. And oftentimes we run multiple logs to maximize our day and our income. And moving to the electronic log, that flexibility has been lost, and the hours of service that we've been saddled with are still too rigid, and it's a one size fits all approach with the exception of like agriculture. And there is a little carve out for oversized stuff, but all in all, it's too much of a one size fit all. It's too rigid. It doesn't get the flexibility we need. But that's aside from that. That's a whole other video. But anyway, so we get the electronic logs, and now we can track, right? And the companies are still like, oh, wait a minute. We still can't pay the drivers overtime. So they keep pressure on the legislative body to not even delve into that, not even look at that, to keep drivers exempt from overtime pay and to keep us strictly on a mileage pay. Now, some companies do pay percentage or pay by the load or pay by the day or pay a salary, but there's very few companies that pay overtime pay. We have the means now to track what drivers do and where they're at. And the old argument doesn't stand anymore. But the companies and their lobbying firm, the ATA, are still like, nope, can't do it. Not going to happen. That's your problem, not ours. And that really hurts drivers' wages. So you spend a lot of time working for free. Again, not every company does that, but it is a overall trend in trucking. And then with the ELD mandate, they said, well, we have to make a level playing field. Owner-operators and small companies have an unfair advantage. They're much more flexible than we are, and we need to level the playing field. So they lobbied Congress to insert the ELD mandate into MAP 21. What the member companies of the ATA won't tell you is they have an advantage that allows them to operate much cheaper than a smaller company does, and some say that can be an unfair advantage because they can take a load cheaper and still be profitable than a small company or a single truck owner-operator. Well, the single truck guys and the small companies, they